Hey, what's going on out there? This is Jermaine Wright, your LPC. What up, what up, what up? Thank you for checking in. Thank you for tuning in to Building Blocks for Mental Health, where I empower you to build into becoming the best version of yourself. As always, yours truly, inspiring hope and changing lives one session at a time. Don't forget to check me out for therapy at www.jwcandc.com. So what's up, family? What's up? I hope everybody is doing well. Hey, listen, you know I'm always going to put this out there, right? Because the goal is definitely to always reach more people and foster awareness. So the first thing I want to do is I want to thank my repeat viewers for continuing to check in. You the reason why I do it. I show you how to do this, son. I appreciate y'all. So thank y'all for continuing to check in. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the feedback that you constantly give. Like, hey, Mr. Wright, can you talk about purpose? Hey, Mr. Wright, can you talk about change? Hey, Mr. Wright, can you talk about today's discussion is going to be a little bit about cultivating growth by understanding the impact of our environment, right? So I've been asked to talk a little bit about that, and lots and lots and lots more information to come in the near future as we hit in your social media airwaves. I'm in your area. So, yo, listen, I need you to hit that like. Hit it. Go on over there and hit that like, right? You didn't hit that like. All right, step 2. Going on over there if you are a first-time viewer. Going on over there up at the top of that screen over there, and I need you to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. And the last thing that you are going to do for my repeat viewers and my first-time viewers is share this information. We need to change our community by fostering an awareness. So share this information, even if it doesn't help you. If you just think it is helpful, share, so that we can help other people and inspire other people to course correct and change their lives. All right, so today's topic, we are talking about cultivating growth. And part of what we want to understand of why it is so difficult to cultivate growth in our life is because we don't always understand the impact of our environment. In our pursuit of personal growth, y'all, we often overlook one critical factor: our environment. Just as a seed needs the right soil, a seed needs sunlight, a seed needs water, and a seed needs space to grow into a healthy plant, we too depend on our surroundings to nurture our development. So, if you will, imagine yourself as that seed planted in the soil of your daily life. Who are the people around you? What situations do you find yourself in? Are these conditions conducive to your personal growth, or are they holding you back? These are the questions that we must ask ourselves as we strive to become the best version of ourselves. Let's start by understanding our potential for growth. Let's start by understanding what I mentioned to you earlier, the analogy of the seed. Every seed contains the potential to grow into something beautiful and fruitful, but that potential can only be realized under the right conditions. Similarly, each of us possesses inherent potential for growth and success. However, our ability to flourish depends largely on the environment in which we find ourselves. Consider a seed planted in fertile soil, bathed in sunlight, and provided with ample water, provided with a proper foundation and proper nurturing, right? Under these ideal conditions, the seed sprouts, it takes root, and it grows into a strong and vibrant plant. Now, imagine that same seed Imagine that same seed, y'all, planted in rocky, nutrient deficient soil with little sunlight and little water. Despite its potential, the seed's going to struggle. The seed struggles to grow, and its growth is stunted by its inhospitable surroundings. So, you just like the seed, you also need the right resources. You also need the right situation. You also need the right people. You need the right water. You need the right sunlight. You need the right foundation in order to bring out the best results in you, in order to be able to grow. So, the power of our environment. Our environment shapes us in profound ways, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and beliefs. The people we interact with, the places we frequent, and the experiences we have all play a role in shaping who we are and who we become. When we surround ourselves with positive influences and supportive communities, we're more likely to thrive and reach our full potential. So, conversely, negative environments can stifle our growth and impede our progress. Toxic relationships, unsupportive work environments, and unhealthy habits can all act as barriers to our development. So recognizing when our environment is holding us back is the first steps towards creating positive change in our lives, y'all. And what we want to do is we want to get to a point where we break free once we really understand the impact of our environment and how it contributes or doesn't contribute to our ability to be able to grow. We want to break free from stagnation. Breaking free from stagnation requires courage, y'all. I know it's difficult, but you gotta have courage and you gotta have determination. It means recognizing when our current circumstances are no longer serving us and taking proactive steps to change them. Sometimes you gotta change your environment to change your energy. So this might involve leaving a job that's draining our energy. This might involve ending toxic relationships. Or it might involve seeking out new opportunities that truly aligns with your values and your goals. So I know that change can be scary and it often requires us to step outside of our comfort zone. But listen, it's natural, and it's natural to feel apprehensive about leaving familiar territory behind. But growth rarely occurs within the confines of our comfort zone. Growth rarely occurs within the confines of our comfort zone. So by embracing change and taking calculated, I ain't say just go the hell out here and act crazy now, but you want to embrace change and you want to take calculated risks, right? You want to be intentional. When we do that, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities to grow. So another way of doing this is, as we've been talking about the impact of the environment, and I told you need the right situation, you need the right resources, and you need the right people. So you want to cultivate supportive relationships, and you want to build supportive communities. So personal growth, listen, nobody gets through this joint all on their own. For all my Philly people, Philly, where you at? Nobody gets through this joint all on their own, right? So personal growth is not a solo journey, yo. We gotta network. And it's about building connections and fostering supportive communities. You want to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who are, if you're about business, surround yourself with people who are about business. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your values and aspirations. When you do this can provide invaluable support, encouragement along your personal growth journey. Seek out a mentor. Seek out mentors, seek out coaches or peers who can offer guidance, who can offer insight and offer perspective. Sometimes it's a matter of joining groups or organizations that align with your interests and goals, but by surrounding yourself with positive influences and supportive allies, we create a network of support that empowers us to overcome challenges and and achieve our dreams. I'll have that same conversation with children at times. And part of how I explain the significance of why it's so important to build supportive communities, it's like I always tell people, like I tell my kids, I love them, I tell my youngins, I say, you got to think about it, man. Think about it like, for those of us that are comic fans, think about it like you're Superman, right? So let's say like you're very capable and you're very strong and you're Superman, right? But Superman got super friends. So even Superman get into difficult situation, and Superman has different individuals that Superman or Superwoman, right? Or super person, right? It's 2024, y'all, right? So even this Superman, Superwoman, super person has super friends. So you can be that strong. It's not always about being the strongest. You can be that fast. It's not always about being the fast. You can be that capable, but there's going to be things that you're going to run into in life where you're going to require the support of a team to be able to help you get to the next level. So, Superman, or super person, Superwoman, while they are super strong, right? They're impenetrable. They're not the wisest person. So when Superman, I'm gonna just for the purpose of keeping it simple. So when I'm gonna keep saying Superman. So when Superman, needs a wise person, and because Superman gets stuck, who does Superman call, y'all? I call Batman. Sometimes you need a Batman. Sometimes you need somebody that can give you perspective and help you see it differently, so that you can make the best decision that's going to help you get the right result, right? Hey, listen, life can get really challenging at times, and sometimes we can be uber serious, right? But that's not going to always help you make the best decision when you kind of tight. So sometimes you need that person that can help you relax a little bit, right? Flash. Sometimes you need a flash on your team. Who's your person who you're going to call to help keep the mood a little bit light and help you calm down and help you relax? Sometimes we get a little bit low, right? And sometimes we need a little bit of inspiration. And when I'm looking for inspiration, who I'm going to call? I'm going to call my Wonder Woman. Sometimes you got to have a Wonder Woman on your team that's going to fill you up with hope, that's going to fill you up with joy, that's going to help recharge you and help you reset, refocus to get back out there and do these difficult things that you need to do as you're continuing to build into becoming your best. So sometimes it's just not the right people around you, and what you need to do is you need to build your council and you need to build your Justice League and network with the right people, build the supportive communities as you continue to focus on building into becoming your best. So the other caveat to that is, hey, listen, you gotta learn to let stuff go. You gotta be able to embrace change. I know, embracing change is essential. You can't stay the same. Embracing change is essential to our growth and development. So, just as a seed must adapt to its environment in order to thrive, so too must we learn to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances of this life. Life is always changing. This means being open to new experiences, willing to learn from our mistakes. You got to be accountable, y'all. Willing to be flexible, and you got to be flexible enough to adjust our course when necessary, right? Sometimes you got to be willing to make changes. You got to be willing to be flexible. I mean, I know change can be uncomfortable, and it often requires us to confront our fears and insecurities. But guess what's on the other side of that change? I said it to y'all a couple of months ago. Guess what's on the other side of that change? Growth. Growth is on the other side of that change, right? But on the other side of that change is where growth happens. So by leaning into discomfort and embracing the unknown, we expand our horizons, y'all, and we unlock new potentials within ourselves, right? So, as part of that change strategy, we want to incorporate things into our routine, and that entails, creating positive habits. In addition to our external environment, Our internal environment also plays a crucial role in our growth and our development. Our habits, routines, and mindsets shape our day-to-day experiences. You are the byproduct of what you do every day, right? So if you spin around, smoking and drinking all day long, or if you sit around just not really doing much, being lazy, that's going to probably project into why we're not making progress, and it ultimately determines our long-term success. So by cultivating positive habits and routines, we create a foundation for growth and success. This might involve, you got to do stuff like you want to set goals, you want to prioritize self-care, and you want to practice being in the moment. Let's focus on what's going on right here, right now in the moment, as that's what's going to help us meet these goals of what we want to do in the future. And let's go in the past, because the only thing that you can learn from the past is the impact of how it got you here. But we don't want to overly focus on the past because it can't be changed. So small, consistent actions taken daily can lead to significant changes over time. Listen, y'all. Finally, as we're coming, to the close of the discussion, I want to tell y'all, listen, it gets a little bit tough, but you got to remember that it's not a race, it's a marathon, and it's all about your journey. So what I want you to do is that when times get tough, and when you make mistakes, learn from your mistakes. Treat yourself with some self-compassion. Nurture self-compassion. It's essential to cultivate self-compassion and kindness towards ourselves as we navigate the ups and downs of our journey. Growth is not always linear, and setbacks are inevitable. But by treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can bounce back from adversity, we can learn from our experiences, and we can keep continuing to move forward. So, in conclusion, hey, I just want to remind you of how much our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our growth and potential. And by surrounding ourselves with positive influences, seeking out supportive communities, and embracing change, we create the conditions necessary for us to thrive. It's through these intentional actions and choices that we unlock our true potential, and as always, continue to build into becoming the best versions of ourselves. So hey, this is your Jermaine Wright, your LPC. I want to thank you for checking in today. Building blocks for mental health. Hey, listen, leave me some comments. Tell me what you thought about today's discussion. What are the things that you might need to let go of? What are the habits that you may need to cultivate, that you may need to create on your personal growth journey as you continue to build into becoming the best version of yourself? And then the last thing I want to encourage you to think about is how might you treat yourself? What are some things that you might want to say to yourself? Or what are some ways you might want to treat yourself with kindness, understanding, and self-compassion when things get a little bit tough for you, right? So hey, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Building blocks for mental health. You take care out there, and I'll see you soon.